Welcome back to the vlog.
So that's kind of interesting. I was leaving the house and headed down the hill, and I was like, what the heck? Because there's like cones and a hose, and I'm like, interesting, because I was like, they're obviously hooked to the fire hydrant. And I was just like, okay, like they must be like, because they didn't like fully have the street like blocked. They had like 2 cones in front of the hose, and then the hose kind of goes like this. So I'm like, oh, I must just be able to like go down there and then kind of like, you know, go in front of the hose. Get down there and it's like, nope, the fire truck. It's because it was going to the opposite side of the fire truck, and like 2 blocks from our house, fire gutted a house. It's kind of funny because like across our alley there's like trees, and there's just enough stuff in the way that like, even if I was like, I mean, if I was sitting like out in the yard, but like I could have been like standing over the kitchen sink looking out the window and I probably wouldn't even have noticed. It's kind of, considering how close it was, that's kind of funny. I've turned into a weird, I don't know what, like early thousands something. The truck was getting 13. This is getting 30. 13 going on 30. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Also, I have no idea exactly when that movie came out. I'm pretty sure it was when I was like I guess was still in school, maybe. Who knows. So I was just under here looking where you charge the AC, and I thought this was screwed on, because like the one in the Jeep pops off super easy. And I was like, and I kind of caught the corner on the reg, and I was like, huh, it moved a lot. I'm like, maybe that pops off as easy as the one in the Jeep, and it's a little stiffer, but yeah, it comes off the same way. Okay, so we're still kind of sort of passive NASCAR fans. We had the race on, and then right after there was USFL, and the NFL is trying to kill the kickoff. For those of you who don't really watch football, they made it where you can do a fair catch, because I don't even remember who the returner was, but when Eastern Washington was here in the playoffs a couple years ago, I think that was pre-vlogging, but I think it was pre-vlogging, but it was the Eastern Washington was like, oh, the Grizz don't deserve a seed, they shouldn't be getting the first round bye. And then they came here, and the Grizz manhandled them. Like the mouthy wide receiver that said that, like, he basically had nothing until the Grizz were up by like 30. Then, oh boy, I guess he had a touchdown, but he got like most of his yards and his second score were in garbage time. And like, it was dominant. And, but yeah, like that entire game, we were like right behind the end zone. So like when kickoffs were coming our way, like from the Grizz, every time they're calling a fair catch at like the 10, like you only have to run, because college, I don't know if you get it at the 25 in college, but you don't have to run that far to be like past where the, like, you know, you get your touchback / fair catch. But the thing is too, is like, all it takes is one broken tackle, all of a sudden you're starting at midfield. And I mean, by that, like later on, I'm like, oh my God, like, should this guy even be playing football? And that's like I said with the new NFL rule. If I had a guy, and he's standing at like the 10-yard line, where he's only got to get 15 to get past where they're going to put the ball if he fair catches it. And I mean, unless like, but kickoffs don't have the same airtime as punts, so it's never going to happen. But unless the guy's on him somehow, he better not fair catch it or he's cut. Period. Like, your job is to be a kick returner in a lot of cases. Like Devin Hester. Devin Hester wouldn't have existed without kick returning. Like Deion Sanders, like went from like great corner to like absolute, like one of the best corners. Like he was a great corner, but like from a great corner to like a great all-around player, and that earned him spot like reps on offense. But it's kind of funny, the NFL's trying to take it away. USFL opening kickoff for a touchdown. Then they have like a late hit on the quarterback, and they actually reviewed that really quick, because the defenders like lunged and like diving as the quarterback slid late, basically. They reviewed it really quick. Oh, never mind, there's no penalty. Like, the NFL needs to learn, because it's like the USFL and XFL, like, to prevent the like people sprinting full speed and hitting each other that happens on kickoffs, which is why they're trying to kill the kickoff. They line them up 10 yards apart until or is it 5? It's 5, I think, but whatever. But until the returner touches the ball, they can't move. It makes every play a return. Every kickoff is a return, and there's none of those huge impacts anymore. And I mean, that's better than like, oh, you can just fair catch it. And then it's like when they moved the kickoff up, a lot of them are already touchbacks. And now if like it's at the 2, you're like, oh, well, I got to make it 23 yards. So at that point, fair catch. So like USFL is actually kind of better than NFL. If you didn't catch that, Nathan just yelled, no, it ain't. Megan's nemesis, mosquitoes. But yeah, I mean, it's like obviously there's the more teams and like more TV time and longer seasons, just all the, I mean, there's more of it. I just think they need, I don't actually know when the USFL lands because what? They're 8 games in. So if they play 12, there'd be 3 more weeks after. 3 more weeks after this. I was holding it weird by my case there. I switched hands. Which is put it toward the end of June. Then, you know, like a couple weeks of playoffs, mid-July. So I guess you don't want it to interfere with NFL preseason. But they should, like, stagger them a little bit different. So there's some sort of football all year. Because, I mean, the Cowboys got a pretty good player out of the USFL. Last year's USFL MVP, Kevontae Turpin. And he's basically another one. Basically there to be the returner. And, I mean, obviously, you can still return punts. So, I mean, they're not totally gone, but, I mean, think about it. With the current rules, Devin Hester's opening kickoff return for a touchdown in a Super Bowl, which is the only one still, probably wouldn't happen. It is sunny and downpouring. I know, obviously, like, we're in like, the clouds above us, and then there's a gap there, but I've seen it rain a little in the sun. This is the most when there's still sun shining I've ever seen, for sure. Okay, I didn't realize Mercedes made anything that hideous. That thing passed and it's like an Outback with a slightly taller roofline. Like, but yeah, and then when he left Opera, it was bad enough, like right at Opera. Like, I hit a spot where I like actually hydroplaned. There's like a couple little spots where like I wiggled a bit from hydroplaning. Now I've gone like 4 miles and it's dry. I accidentally ended up with full grizz, but this is dumb. Because the pocket, no matter how much you wash your hands and how clean you keep them, that's a stupid place to have white when there's something that has that little white on it.
I never thought I'd say this, and Matt's probably going to be like, what? Oh, it went back. The pollen's really bad this year, and it's seriously making my eyes itch and be bugged so much.
Be bugged?
Yeah, they're like itchy and bugging me and whatever. And then here. Show them my mosquito bite. I got my first mosquito bite of the summer. And yes, I did itch it a little bit, but it was already puffy before I itched it. So, I mean, I love summer. Okay, that's actually not true. I don't even love summer. I love spring and I love fall. That's what I've figured out. I don't love summer. Matt's favorite is winter. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, and we'll see you in the next one.